Hello there, my name is Murphy and welcome to Plucky Lifestyle. I make business, lifestyle and tutorial videos on Tuesdays as well as vlogs on Fridays. So if this is your first time seeing my face on the screen, kindly hit the subscribe button to be part of the Plucky family, okay? And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, darling. Thank you so much for coming back. Well, I moved out of my parents' house at the age of 23 and I'm almost 28, so I have about almost 5 years experience of living alone. So I'm here to share with you. I believe you might be contemplating on moving out of your family house or your parents' house. Is it good? Is it a good idea? Would it help you and everything like that? So I'm here to share my story with you, so you decide whether you're going to move or not. Okay? So without talking too much, let's get right into the video. Or without further ado, let's get right into the video. So this story is going to be a bit long, so in order for you not to get bored, kindly get some wine, get some water, get some drink and some snack and just snack on it whilst I tell you my story. So it all started in 2019 when I felt like I wanted to live alone. Actually, the living alone started way back, like 2018, 2017, thereabout. However, I was broke. I didn't have the finances, so there was no way for me to move. But at the age of 23, I decided that I wanted to move with no job. I just had a little bit of money saved up, but that was it. I didn't have a job. And how I was able to finance my house or the room I moved in. Luckily, I was searching online. This OLX, former OLX, now it is GG. I was searching on it and luckily I found a room which was going for 70 cedis a month, and the person had only 10 months left for his rent to expire. I hope you understand. So he was like, he wanted someone to occupy the room because he was moving to a new place, and I felt like that's a great idea, so I was going to do it. And 700 cedis, I think it's something that I can afford. So I started soliciting for funds. I had some money. My sister gave me, had some too, so she added it. Actually, the plan was to go live with her, but it didn't happen. And then a friend also supported me in moving to that place. Now, someone who hasn't lived alone before, I was broke, I wasn't working, I didn't have money, so how did I furnish the room? Now, like, this is going to be a bit embarrassing, honestly. Like, I actually moved with no mattress, no gas cylinder, nothing. The only thing I had were some clothes, some fabrics, and I think a pillow, and then a kettle, which was for my sister. See, honestly, remembered everything. It's like I'm crazy. So yes, I took that. I had a machine. I was sewing, so I had the machine. So I took the machine, and then what else? Yes, that's it. And then I moved. So I picked boats, and I moved all the way from Medina to Michelle Camp. That was my first time moving to Michelle Camp. I didn't know anybody there. I had never been there before. Like, I went to see the room firstly before I decided to move there. So I had been there twice. I knew nobody there. I just moved into the house, and there was so many inconveniences with the place. Like, there was no toilet in the house, so you have to go to the public toilet, and you have to share the bathroom with a lot of people. You'd also have to share the prepaid light with, I think, about 9 rooms were in that compound, and all of us were sharing one prepaid meter. Like, you can imagine the stress when someone hasn't paid theirs. Anyways, so I just moved, packed my things, ordered the Uber, and my dad was a hard nut to crack, but I had my mind made up. My dad didn't want us to move. Like, it was of the perception that as a woman you need to stay in your parents' house till a man comes to marry you off. But I also had a different perception. So I would come back to reasons why I left the house, like reasons why I moved. But let's go to how I like me moving. So I just told my dad that morning. I woke up. Oh, where from this thing? So I woke up, gathered everything, ordered for my boat, told my dad I was going. He advised me how to manage myself and all that and all that, and then my car came and I moved. So when I got, oh, where from these things? Oh God. There I just moved into the room, cleaned everything, and then luckily I had a male friend who sells paint. So he dashed me a bucket of white paint. And then I went to chat Abna Magis Manuki Kabe that so is the reason, and I've moved and I do not have a mattress. So I would want someone, if someone has a mattress they're not using anymore, they should gift me. But one man, he's a man of God, he DM'd me and he said he had a mattress over there which he wasn't using anymore and it was in good condition, so I can come for it. And luckily he was at Nungwa, so from Nungwa to Michelle Camp wasn't too far. So I went there and took the mattress and then ordered the boat to my place. So luckily I got a mattress. Now the real hustling began. Living alone with no money and everything like that, gosh, that's a whole story for another video. But I would record it. I was cooking in the kettle, like I could cook spaghetti in the kettle. God. Anyway, so reasons why I decided to move. One, the control was too much. Like I don't want to say things that would make my dad look bad. My dad, I love my dad, don't get me wrong, I love him so much, and even though in my next life I might choose him, but I will choose a richer version of him. Do you understand? Yes, I definitely would want my dad to be rich, but he is okay, just that anyways. So I was working with people, okay, and all the works I had worked with two people and I got fired. The first one, she was like, she came to work and I was having menstrual cramps, so I was sleeping in the chair. I hadn't even laid a mattress or anything to lie on it, so I was just sitting in the chair and did this like I was sleeping. All of a sudden, this woman got angry when she entered. She's like, I'm the one sleeping on her job. Like, you know, Africans or Ghanaians, when you sleep at your workplace, they say that you are sleeping on your business, and hence people aren't coming or people are not coming. Hey, bro, like people are not coming, okay, to buy things. So she got angry, she fired me. I pleaded with her so many times, like that very instantly, and she was like, no. And me, your no is your no. She asked me to leave and then come the end of the month for my salary. So I left. After that, she told the guy to call me back, but me, I had already planned. Like, once you've hurt my ego, that's it. I got another job, which I was a personal assistant to a fashion designer, and they were using me. An assistant, I'm supposed to do a simple job, like be assisting the woman, be with her, No, they were using me like an apprentice. When she wasn't around, her workers would be using me as an apprentice, and it was stressful. And the month will end, she wouldn't pay you well. Like, we agreed on 250 cedis. She would give me 150 cedis and tell me the load shedding and all that. That was when the 24 hours load shedding was really serious. And like, one time I closed early. She didn't come to work. My closing time was, I think, 5 or 6, and then I closed at 5. So she was like, I decided to close myself early, so I should leave. And that was it. She didn't even pay me. Anyways, so that was it. Like, with that happening, my dad wasn't helping the situation either. He would constantly nag. Like, people say their mothers are the ones who nag, but mine is my dad. My mom understood me from for some point or to some point, but my dad wasn't understanding me. My dad will constantly nag, and I don't want to work, and I'm lazy, and I'm this, and I'm that. And what he hates is when he sees me on my phone, like, and you like pressing your phone, you're not working, you are just lying down, you are just, oh God, you're not bringing money. Like, it was getting to me too much. I felt like a burden to them, and it was stressing me out. So that was one of the reasons why I decided to leave that house. And then another reason was that, if you're a Ghanaian, I don't know if it happens at other parts of Africa, but in Ghana, there's some sort of belief that when you live in your family house, you wouldn't prosper, like you wouldn't improve financially. I don't know if it is myself and my house that believe that. So, and I was seeing a bit of signs. Like, I tried starting business on my own. Like, I tried making those beads, to make bee slippers, bees, bracelets, and all that and sell. I would do it and sell, but then I don't see the profit. I end up spending the money. I'll end up spending the money, and it was like, it's like me starting a scanashi. I ended up losing my capital and profit and everything like that. So I felt it was because I was living in a family house, so I should just move out, be able to manage myself, and then to make money. And also, when it comes to finances, during the time I was working, I decided, like, okay, since I'm working, I would like to buy foodstuffs. I'll buy them in bulk, like I'll buy beans in bulk, I'll buy a bag of rice, I'll buy tomatoes and all those things, so that when I'm going to work, I'll just cook some and send it to work instead of buying, in order to save money. But then you'd wake up and you're about to cook, or you cook, and then people start bringing their bowls. My siblings, I have to give them some to go to school, I have to leave some for my parents. And at the end of the day, a bag of rice would even cross 2 weeks, and it's finished. And then I would end up still buying food outside. So, like, my money, I couldn't manage my finances well. I hope you understand. Yes, I couldn't manage my finances well. Even though, as I was living with my parents, I was taking care of myself practically. Immediately after SHS, I had to start taking care of myself, fending for myself, buy my own food, buy my clothing, like anything a woman will need. Like, I have to do it myself. I have to buy it myself. The only time I could eat at home is when maybe in the evening they cook. Yes, so in the evening when my dad gives money for food, they prepare food, that one I would eat some, or I would be able to eat some. But morning, afternoon, I had to fend for myself. So it just felt like living alone. And I wouldn't be able to manage my finances, because I always have to buy the food, or if I'm cooking, I cook for everyone to get something to eat. And also, mommy. So that is part of the reason why I decided to move. And then what else? And then some other reasons, like kind of personal, like it was health issues and all that, and I believed that if I moved, it was going to get better. Yes, so basically those are reasons why I decided to move out of my parents' house. And it's been good, actually. It's been good. I've been living for almost 5 years now, and I've been improving. Like, when I moved, I lived in a single room with porch, with no toilet in the house, a lot of people using the prepaid. And then I moved again, my second year, I moved in a single room with porch also. However, there was toilet in the house, and I shared it with only 2 people, like not 2 people per se. My neighbor was a man with a wife and I think 2 kids, and then with my landlord, who was a man, the wife, and about 4 kids. So that was it. And I wasn't sweeping. The place I lived first, the compound was so big, I had to sweep. And the most annoying part is the other tenants, they'll come and sit outside, cook and everything, eat, and leave everything on the floor without putting it in the dustbin. I would have to sweep everything when I'm sweeping, and it was stressful. So so moving to a place where I wouldn't have to sweep constantly or sweep after someone was a bit of improvement for me. And then later I moved to another, my third year too, I lived in a single room with pot also, and that one I had my own meter, my own prepaid meter, which was great. I shared a toilet with one tenant and my landlords also, and that one too had big compound, so I had to always sweep. And the other tenant was a male, so I had to share it with my landlady who was a female and had um kids, female kids. And that was third year. So my fourth year I moved to a 2-bedroom self-contained. And see, I didn't the reason why I moved to a 2-bedroom was because the room was spacious. Where I wasn't spacious, and so a lot of my things weren't fitting in it. Like this cloth rack, for example, I couldn't fix it. I had to just keep it in the box somewhere and be keeping my clothes like in boxes over there because there wasn't enough space over there. And then it was cheap. The 2-bedroom was cheap because it was like outskirts. I don't know how to explain. The road to the house was extremely bad. For about 2 months I had spent almost 2,000 cedis on repairs, and it wasn't even rainy season, so the road was extremely bad, hence the price. It was 400 cedis for a 2-bedroom self-contained, so you can imagine. But it was a beautiful room, and I filmed some video. Okay, I think I've deleted those videos. So that was it. And then in my 5th year now, I'm in a chamber and hall self-contained. I don't know, I think people not in Ghana would call it a 1-bedroom self-contained. So I have a toilet and a bath, I have the room, I have a living room, and then the kitchen with a small corridor. So it's about to rain, and this place to the road, no, it's raining, and this place to the road, when it rains, you can't bring the car. Anyway, so that's all for this video, I think. So let this video, you can make your decision whether to move or not to move based on this video, because if I tell you I suffered, like seriously. I'm going to create a new video on how I survived all those years without a job and living off of people. I'm going to put that, I'll record that video and put it out there. So we are going to end it here. I hope this video isn't too long. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, stay blessed. Send you so much good vibes. Please subscribe to be part of the Paki family. Until next time, send you so much good vibes.